Okay, so my mom has been on me to give her a tour of the inside of the house, just to get an idea of where we live here in Esher. But before I did that, I just wanted to give a real quick glance to my backyard. It's just absolutely beautiful, and I wish I could say that we spent more time out here, but we don't. But it really is pretty, and the landscapers do a very, very nice job maintaining it, and I'm truly thankful that I'm not the one tasked to take care of this, because I am not a green thumb. But I just wanted to give an outside view of where we live, the house. It's probably about 40-50 years old, at least. The house, I would say probably 60s, 1960s. This house was built just a one-car garage. It's a little wider than normal, but you can only fit one car in there, and just nice. You know, the really nice thing about this is, even though the road is just right there, we've got tons of privacy because of all the shrubs, the hedges, the bushes. It's just really neat, and it's one of the things that we like about it. Now we're going to move on around here and just give you a view of the entrance. It's going to be kind of tough here. Actually, if you look right there, you see some bamboo. What it's doing there, I have no idea, but I guess somebody thought that maybe it would just look more tropical if there were some bamboo over there. Not sure. We're going to venture around to one little side of the house here that hardly ever gets any treatment, but isn't that just gorgeous? I mean, there's a balcony up there. That's Claire's bedroom. She can walk right out. She's got a little porch right there where she can just walk right out from her bedroom. And but this is really, really neat. And you see those flower bushes right there? I hide all of the dead bodies back behind there. Nobody ever comes around here. So with that, let's head inside. Just really nice here. This is my foyer, also known as in England, as a proper porch, I guess. And there's one guy waiting to meet me, the Duke Meister. He's really running the show here. He's like my butler. And we'll go ahead and get started with the tour. If you walk straight in, you'll see two rooms. This is the living room, and right there, straight ahead, is the dining room. The dining room is not something that we use a whole lot, just on special occasions. It is really cold in here. I think this little 15 by 15 room was buried. Was built on top of a burial ground, an ancient burial ground. If I look out here, I can still see part of the back of the house, part of the backyard. And you might notice the greenhouse right here. I think actually this is, back in the 70s, Carl Spackler was one of the greenskeepers at the par 3 up the street. And I think he used to wander back here in the evenings and smoke weed in that little greenhouse right there. But looking around, you know, it's a nice room. Just pretty much a catch-all for right now. Hardly ever used. And then we're going to go to what was, I guess, at one point considered the formal living room. But this we have turned over to the dogs because they enjoy looking out the window. It's part of their daily routines. They've got room in here to run around and play. And there's no TV hookup in here, so you can't have a room in the house without a TV, not if you want to stay in there. So, but it's a nice big spacious room, and just a really open area for the dogs to just run around. And there's like the entrance from the foyer. And we're going to move up. We're not going to go upstairs today because I did not get up there to clean. Pretty much. Some other time. Going to walk in here, look at the kitchen. Kitchen's pretty modern. It's also white, which means it's hard to keep clean. But we've got plenty of cabinet space. And again, I love the big windows. I can look out here and see the backyard again. And I like the stove. I'm starting to figure it out. Starting to figure out this whole conversion rate from Celsius to Fahrenheit and so forth. Nice refrigerator. You might take a look at this coffee pot. This coffee pot is actually off limits to Caroline. She either thinks that the pot itself doesn't need to be positioned inside the coffee pot when it's programmed to automatically brew the following morning, resulting in coffee running all the way down into the floor. Or sometimes she thinks that you can just put plain water in there and put that pot in there and that it will actually brew coffee without coffee grinds. So I've just said, you know what, let me take care of the coffee from here on. But it's a nice kitchen. I'll show you the laundry room. This is the laundry room. One thing you'll note is the washing machine and the dryer. They are about half the size of those back home. So if I'm cooking and cleaning, if I'm not cooking and cleaning, nice storage pantry here. I'm either cooking and cleaning or doing laundry. And, chips away. I guess I'll have to come back here shortly. And so that's basically the kitchen and the laundry room. So we're going to just walk out, make a left turn, and now we're walking into more of my realm of things right here. Powder room, also known as my office. This is where I spend 90% of my time thinking. Right there. Over here, this is my real office. And this is where I spend the other 10% of my time thinking. And as you can tell, I'm thinking a lot. Look at all the notes on the wall. Not as impressive as Michael Scott's office, but close. Again, nice window, another nice view, front yard. And let's see, we're going to walk in here. All right, Fox News is the only channel that we can get from over in the States that keeps us in touch with what's going on back home. And another big window with another nice view of the lawn. If I look over here, I'm looking at the corner of the garage and my driveway. Just, I really love the windows here. It's one of the nice things about it. And of course, the little guy, the Duke Meister, he's really running the show here. He loves this place. And don't you, Duke? You like it? You like it here? So, and then I've got a window over here also. Again, can you look out in the back? It's really cool, really cool. I love the windows here. I actually love the house. Wish I could show you the top floor, but I can't. It's filthy. But the only really good thing about Todd leaving was he had to leave behind his 47-inch plasma television. I love it. It is awesome. Thank you, Todd. Hope everything's well back home. And, oh, that. I knew you were going to ask about that. I am constantly looking at pictures of myself back about 20 years ago. And one day I decided to buy one of these. And, you know, it's not easy to stay buff, especially when you're like, what, 40-some? Who cares? You're asking, what is the dining room chair doing in here? Well, every once in a while, when there reaches a crisis point in this family, Claire brings her mother and myself, and we sat down there in the chair, and she brings that chair right there, puts it right there, and then she stands on it and then tells us about how tough it is being a teenager and how tough life is. And we just sit there and listen and nod and encourage. So that's what that chair is. And of course, right there's my chair. greatest chair in the world. And the only other guy besides myself that's allowed to sit in there is that guy right there. So that's about it. That's the tour of the downstairs, most of it anyway. I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe the next time I'll take you upstairs. Hope everybody back in the good old USA is safe and sound. Talk to you later.